Hello friends, welcome into my YouTube channel CSIT Technical. Myself Bhagwan Krishna Gupta and I'm going to launch a Python course. Okay, so in which we are going to discuss the basic of Python programming, how to do programming in Python, what are the libraries are there inside the Python programming. Okay, so if you like my video, please like, subscribe and share with your friends. After going through this course, definitely you got benefit, you in terms of programming and in terms of writing a program efficiently. Okay, so before starting my course, I will give some brief introduction about the Python programming, that is, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, that is CSIT Technical. Now this is the reference where I put the from where I prepare the content, like that, from the python.org, from docs.python.org/tutorial. Okay, so before starting the Python course, we have to know the basic of the programming language. What is Python? Python is a object oriented programming language. Okay, so whatever thing we will pass in terms of Python, it will it will consider everything as a object. Okay, Python is a interpreted language, like that. C++ is a compiler-oriented language. Python is a interpreted language. It will check the syntax of the line and execute the line. Okay, so it will execute line by line code. Okay, support dynamic data type. Okay, that it support dynamic data type. That means whenever we are passing a object, whenever we are passing a value, whatever value we pass to a variable can store. So the value or type of the object will be determined during execution of the program, independent from the platform. Okay, whatever platform we want to execute our code, we can execute like that. You like, if we are using Windows, Linux or Mac, so we can execute on different platforms. Okay, here, when in Python they focused on the development time, not on the syntax. Syntax is very easy. So whenever you know the basic how to write the program, and you have a clear objective, these are the steps of your program, we can write the code into Python. Because when they wrote Python, on that time they focus on the development time only. It's a simple. Okay, syntax of the Python is simple, indent oriented programming. Okay, so what is indent oriented programming is, whenever we are writing a letter in English or in any other language, on that time, if any heading is there, so whenever we start any block that lies inside that heading, we give some indent, so that another person can understand that these are the set of statement are lies inside this heading. So same thing is followed by Python. So whenever we want to write a set of statement inside a block, whenever we want to write a set of statement inside a block, we will start writing after giving some indent. Okay, so high level internal object data type, automatic memory management. That is because at the time of execution it will decide what amount of memory it is required. Okay, so indent oriented programming, like that. In this indent oriented programming, if I want to give indent, so here I am writing. So when I wrote this thing, that means indent oriented programming. This statement are the part of the above statement, like that. If we want to write one more statement, then so that is also must be, we have to add some indent. After that we can write. So whenever we add indent, that means this set of statement are the part of the top heading. Okay, so this is related to indent oriented programming. So Python is a simple and easy to use programming language. Okay, now there Python was developed in the year of 1989 by Guido von Rossum in Netherlands. Okay. After that, there are so many versions of Python that are developed from 1.0 to 1 point some 3.4 version and 2.1 to 2.7 version. Right now, we are I am going to use 3.8, but the latest version is 3.9. Okay, so that is related to Python version history. There is a huge difference between Python 2.0 and Python 3.0 version. Okay, so many things are changed with respect to if you are using the previous version, Python through 2 point something, 2.7, 2.6, whatever version you are using. And in terms of Python 3.8, there are so many things are changed. So either you can update your version, or else you have to make sure that what are the change things are changed like that. In Python 2.0, we will write the statement for print like this. Okay, for printing any message into the screen, we will like that, CSIT technical. So whenever we are writing this print in Python 2.0, so we can write without adding bracket. But in 3.0, if I wrote this statement, then this will generate error. In 3.0, whenever we want to write this statement, then we have to add bracket, and after adding bracket, we can write CSIT any statement. Okay, so there are so many other changes are also there in Python 2.0 and 3.0. Okay, so this statement is applicable with respect to Python 2.0 version. Okay, in Python 2.0 we can also use brackets, but in Python 3.0 it is restricted. You must use bracket in print. There are so many other libraries are also obsolete in Python 3.0. Okay, now, so during our course, we are going to learn some libraries related to Python. Like the NumPy is there, Matplotlib lib is there, SciPy is there, Scikit-learn, Pandas, TensorFlow, Django, Flask, Keras, OpenCV, and Pillow. Like NumPy is used for numerical Python. Matplotlib is used for plotting some graphs into output screen. SciPy is used for scientific Python. Scikit-learn we will use for machine learning related thing. Pandas is library is used to perform scientific computation. Okay, whenever we want to read any Excel file, CSV file, or JSON file, or any data set, we can use Pandas. Okay, TensorFlow is a artificial intelligence library. Okay, so we can use TensorFlow. Django is a open source web framework for developing web applications. Flux is there, that is also used for developing web application. Keras is there. OpenCV and Pillow is used for image related functions, and there are so many other libraries also there. Like the Raspberry Pi is there. Statics library is there. Okay, so we can use those libraries if we are going to design some IoT related thing. Then we can use Raspberry Pi. If we are going to write the code for manipulating a image or something we want to do, then we can use OpenCV Pillow. Okay, and if we want to do something related to NLP, then we can use related that library. Okay, now this is related to Python course. Now, how we can write the code in Python? How we can write the code into the Python? For that purpose, we have to download a software that is Anaconda. There are so many online interpreters also there for the Python. From this place you can download Anaconda. Okay, that is available for Windows, and if you are having some any other operating system, so for that also you can download the Anaconda. Okay, after downloading Anaconda, after downloading Anaconda, what you can do, this is Anaconda Navigator. So inside Anaconda Navigator, we are having Jupyter Notebook, okay, Spider Console, and Qt Console. So or or we want to execute through cm command prompt, we can execute our code. So during our course, I am going to use, most of the time I am going to use Jupyter notebook, and we can also use ipython console, that is similar to what I can say, command prompt like looks only. We can execute our command in ipython console also. And another thing is spider. Okay, so whenever we are going to execute our code into these different platforms, like that, this is our spider console. So is inside this spider ide, inside this spider id, this is the console. Okay, like that, in this console, I want to execute print some message csit. Okay, so when I press enter, it will check the line, because python is an interpreter language. So when I press enter, it will check the line. If syntax is correct, it will display the message, otherwise it will generate the error. Like that, if I, in place of this, if I forget closing code, then it will generate the error. So python is an interpreted language. It will check the line. If line is containing any error, then it will generate the error, or else it will execute the statement or the line. Okay, inside this python spider ide, this is the console. If you want to write a code that is more than 5 or 10 lines, so it is better if you can write the code inside some file. So this is a file. Here, if I want to write some set of code, okay, some set of code, so here I am creating a file py1.py. Py stand for .py stand for Python file format. Okay, so whenever we are writing creating a file in the Python format, then on that time we will save the file in the format of .py. Now inside that file, if I am going to write some command, okay, and now I want to execute those command into console, whether these lines are okay or not. So this is the file name py1.py. Here we are having a run button. I can press on this run button. After pressing on run button, it will execute the lines available inside the Python. So computer science Python, okay, csit technical. So these two lines are there. So it will display these two lines. Okay, and if you want to write comment or something else, then we can use hash. Hash is used for representing anything as a comment. Okay, has be used hash for representing anything, any line as a comment. Okay, now this is the first platform where we can write our code. If we want to write our code into Jupyter console, then this is Jupyter console. Okay, so if we want to write execute our code into Jupyter, so how we can execute our code into Jupyter? Here, like that, I want to execute this line. So what I have to do, whenever you are using Jupyter notebook for executing your Python program, so you have to press alt enter, so it will execute your line. Okay, like that, if I want to write some other statement, okay, so when I want to execute some other statement, so this statement I want to execute, so I can csit technical. Okay, here also statement will executed line by line. Okay, so this is, and here one more thing is that whenever I am creating a Python file on that Python notebook, because I am using Jupyter notebook, so here file format is .iypb, so that is ipython notebook. Okay, so this is related to, this is second option where we can execute our code. Third option is we can use ipython console. We can use ipython console. Only ipython console, with the help of ipython console, we can execute our code. Okay, and the fourth option, if you don't have Anaconda, you don't not, then you can use any online IDE for executing your code. You can use any online IDE for executing your code. Okay, so that is basic related to Python, how we can execute our code, what are the platforms are there. Based on those platforms, we can execute our code.